Hello and welcome back to the Football Pyramid, our quiz show where we ask two contestants 8 questions of ascending difficulty to see how far they can rise up the English football pyramid from the National League at the bottom to the pinnacle, the Champions League champions. Our two contestants today, for his debut, we've got Will Brazier and we've got Chris Hamill. Welcome boys, and you'll each be given 3 lifelines. So you'll get 50-50, request a clue and super sub where you can call a friend for advice on the answer. Get an answer right and you move up a level of the pyramid. Get one wrong and you drop down a level. You should know this by now. Hopefully you're all aware. Will, debut on the show. Welcome aboard. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit nervous. I've been in the spaceship quite a few times, Doogie, and not had much success. I think my only victory came about yourself, but
it did.
That's not detrimental to you. You're a great host and a great person.
Thank you. Having a dig at the host, probably not the way to go, but I like it. Hamill, you've been on this quite a few times, ever improving, but haven't quite completed it yet. Do you think it could be today?
Getting there. I heard it was your loss to Will on the spaceship that actually retires you to the role of host.
Exactly.
I also had half a bottle of Ancona hot sauce last night. This is a complete deviation from what we were just talking about. But I've already had 3 separate trips to the toilet this morning and it's only 10 o'clock. So I'm sweating and my insides are a mess. So I'm not in a good headspace right now.
Beautiful imagery. Well, hopefully you can hold off for the duration of the episode. Will, seeing as it's your first time on the pyramid, I'm going to give you the coin toss. So I'm flipping it now. Would you like heads or tails?
Can I have tails, please?
It's actually heads. Hammer, would you like to go first or second?
As it's Will's first time, let's let him go first.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Right, Will, your question at National League level comes in from Sig Lord. What a name. And it's, what is Inter Milan manager Conte's first name? A. N'Golo, B. Tony, C. Antonio, or D. Giuseppe?
I do call him Tony, but I think it's Antonio.
Officially Antonio. Correct. Well done, Will. Couldn't get that one wrong, but off to a solid start. Hamill, your question comes in from Felix. And it's, which country is Michael Essien from? A. Ghana, B. Cameroon, C. Nigeria, or D. South Africa?
It is Ghana, I believe, Doogie. Did you say it's from Felix, that question? Great cat's name.
Great cat's name, and a great question, and a great answer as well. Well done. Both into League 2. Solid start from the boys. Will, your question at League 2 level comes in from @SamStone111. And it's, who won Euro 2008? A. Germany, B. Spain, C. Italy, or D. France? You do have your lifelines if you need them, Will. There's no shame.
Can you say them again, sorry, dude?
Yeah. Who won Euro 2008? Germany, Spain, Italy, or France?
Come on, Will.
It's Spain.
You're locking in Spain after a bit of a delay. And you're right. Well done, Will. Gotta say, I was a bit worried for you there.
It's a bit harder than it should have been, wasn't it?
Yeah. Your question at League 2 level comes in from Pradeep Kanchan. And it's, which team did Michael Owen win the Premier League with? A. Liverpool, B. Man City, C. Man United, or D. Chelsea?
That would be Manchester United, where I believe... Didn't he play... He must have played under 30 games, but scored that goal against Manchester City, so all was forgiven. Yeah.
He did indeed. United. Not particularly popular with the Man United fans, but he did win a Premier League with them. Well done, Hamill. Both into League 1. Solid start. Will, your question at League 1 level comes in from Dan/19. And it's, how many Champions Leagues has Carlo Ancelotti won?
Sure.
A1, B2, C3, or D4? And you do have all 3 lifelines.
Sounds like a game of battleships, those answers. It's anything on the continent, I just turned it into the biggest gammon ever. Let's go for 3.
You're locking in 3?
I'm locking in 3.
You've gone with 3 for how many Champions Leagues has Carlo Ancelotti won? And you're correct, Will!
Get in there!
By some weird fluke. It just came to.
Weird fluke. Carlo Ancelotti is the greatest European manager of all time. I read his biography just a couple of weeks ago.
Fair enough to Carlo. Not a good end of the season for Everton. But anyway, we digress. Hamill, you are in League One. And your question comes in from Madhur Chaturvedi. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name, Madhur. It's which club did Frank Lampard go on loan to early in his career?
Oh, yeah.
A. Preston North End, B. Swansea City, C. Reading, or D. Derby County?
Oh, Preston North End was David Beckham, right? Where he played with Moise. So I'm going to discount Preston. I don't think it's Derby because they would have rolled out former Derby player every time he sort of appeared as their manager, right? I don't think there was that connection before, and at least I don't remember anyone mentioning it in the very few Derby games that I watched, in all 2 of them. I'll go 50-50, Duke.
Your 50-50 is Swansea City or Derby County.
Holy moly. I'm going to go Swansea City then, mate.
You're locking in Swansea City. B. Swansea City. Correct. Well done.
Come on.
Great use of the lifeline as well, Christopher.
It was, because I was edging towards Reading there.
Yeah, I think he did quite well at Swansea from a brief Wikipedia search, but well done to Frank. Well done to Chris, more importantly, though. Boys, you're both in the Championship. This is where it really ramps up in difficulty, I have to say. Boys, you're both doing very well. You're flying. You're both in the Championship. Well done. But I've got to warn you, this is where it starts ramping up. Will, your question comes in from Callum Fryer. And it's who is the English top flight all-time top goal scorer? So not just the Premier League, in the history of the top flight. A. Alan Shearer, B. Jimmy Greaves, C. Ian Rush, or D. Tony Cottee?
Let's use the super sub.
Oh, who are you going to call?
Sorry, what's the 50-50 one?
There's 50-50 or request a clue.
Oh, there is 50-50, sorry. I'll have
Wake
the 50-50.
up, Will.
I'll have the
Bloody hell,
50-50.
mate.
You want 50-50. So your 50-50 is Alan Shearer or Jimmy Greaves?
I'm going to go with Jimmy Greaves.
You're locking in Jimmy Greaves? You happy with that?
Yeah, well, in that period, it used to be like, oh, Jimmy Greaves scored 70 in 33.
Will, your hazy memory is serving you well. You're into the Premier League. Well done.
Oh, and the boys.
First time Birmingham have been there for a little while. Well done.
Jimmy Greaves was your era, wasn't he, Dugo?
Yeah, he was, exactly. We were old friends in the trenches. Right. Hamill, can you join him? Your question comes in from Childish Lalino. Great name.
Oh, lovely.
Who assisted the only goal in the 2010 World Cup final? A. Xavi, B. Jesus Navas, C. David Silva, or D. Cesc Fabregas?
Straight away, I think it's Cesc for some reason. Obviously scored by Iniesta.
Go with your gut, mate.
Jesus Navas is a very random one.
Imagine
I'll
that's
go
what
for a
Childish
clue,
Lalino was
Dugan.
thinking. A clue? Oh, okay. He was playing in the Premier League at the time. Is he a clue?
Jesus Navas. When did he join Manchester City? I don't think it was as early as 2010. And my instinct was Cesc Fabregas. So I'm going to go for Cesc. Go on.
Locking in D. Cesc Fabregas, your original shout. Correct! Well done.
Well done, mate. You had that as ready before the clue.
Up to the Premier League, yeah. Are you regretting that clue now, Hamill, slightly?
You know what? I should have been braver there. I should have been braver. Should have gone with it. Should have rolled the dice and learnt a lesson from my football social brother there. But cowardice.
Hey ho. Hey ho. You're into the Premier League all the same, and so is Will Brazier. But he's got a question from Max Calder-Smith coming up, and it's who scored the last Man United goal of the Sir Alex Ferguson era? Does ramp up in the Premier League. Robin van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Chicharito, or Shinji Kagawa?
Now, I remember the game because it was the 5-5 at West Brom. Because I think Romelu Lukaku scored 4 goals.
What was his first name?
Lukaku. And so I do have a few people that were at the game. So can I phone a friend?
You can use your super sub, Will, yes.
Sorry. Do you want me to do that again too?
No. I love it.
Chris Tarrant knocking on the door.
Right, who are you going to call, Will?
So I'm going to ring my friend Josh Mitchell, who's a big baggy. And he was there that day because he was WhatsApping at the time saying there was loads of Man United fans in the West Brom end.
Hello.
Hi Josh, it's Will. I'm currently on a quiz And there's a question about the baggies, and I wondered if you could help me.
Yeah, what's the question? I think it was Chicharito.
Okay, thank you, Josh.
I think.
That's fine. It's only just 400 grand up for grabs, but I'll let you know if I get it.
Okay, mate.
Up the Villa. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to lock in Chicharito.
C. Chicharito. Josh was, fairly sure, but not 100% convinced. But he was correct. Well done.
Boing, boing.
Into
Boing,
Europa. Top work from Josh and yourself. Great use of the lifeline, Will. Really appreciate that.
No worries, mate.
Well done. Hamill, your question comes in from @Latino_chill. It's all childish Lalino or Latinos with you. This one
must have
is...
tapped into my search history.
This one is from which MLS club did Bayern Munich sign Alphonso Davies from?
Oh, I know this.
Montreal Impact.
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Are you locking that in?
Go on, read out the answers.
B. Vancouver Whitecaps. C. Toronto FC. Or D. Seattle Sounders.
Yeah, Vancouver Whitecaps.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
Hamill, you've locked in Vancouver Whitecaps. You were pretty sure. And you were right. Well done.
Come on.
That's
Needed
easy,
a lifelineless question. Let's go.
Guys, you guys are flying. Will, after a shaky start, you're actually flying. But can you go up to Champions League level? Your question comes in from Dominique Ceziari on Twitter. And it's who is Napoli's all-time appearance maker in all competitions? A. Dries Mertens, B. Paolo Cannavaro, C. Marek Hamsik, or D. Jose Callejon?
That is a really tough question.
I'm going to go Mario
Appearances.
Hamsik.
Yeah, you locking in Marek Hamsik?
Oh, sorry, it's because his brother did play quite a lot of games, Mario. But I will go for Marek.
You locking that in?
Yeah, straight off. Just because what you were reading out the answers, I was going no, yes, no.
Well, you were in the Europa League. You've gone with Hamsik, and you're going up to the Champions League.
Woohoo!
Will Brazier, on his debut on this show, is absolutely flying.
Tell them, tell all your mates in the office if you get back there. There's a new guy in town.
There it is. The moment
And after
he lost the quiz.
I mean, after struggling with who won Euro 2008, I didn't have much hope for you. But sometimes you've just come out of nowhere. This is phenomenal stuff.
Box of tricks, me, mate.
Okay, Hamill, you're in the Europa League. Your question comes in from Dave Carabini, and it's who did Everton sign Seamus Coleman from? A. Dundalk,
Easy.
B. Shamrock Rovers, C. Sligo Rovers, or D. Kilmarnock?
Instinct is Sligo Rovers. It's definitely not Kilmarnock. I don't think it's Dundalk. It's between Shamrock and Sligo for me. Right, I'm not going to pussyfoot around. I'm going to go Sligo Rovers.
Hamill, you've locked in C. Sligo Rovers on Dave Carabini's question, and you need to get this right to join Will in the Champions League.
Come on, I've got delicate guts as it is.
And you're doing it! Well
Come
done!
on.
You're going up to the
Big
Champions
answer, that.
League.
Big answer.
2 easy questions there for Hamill.
You guys absolutely flying today. Love it. Will, you're 2 questions away from completing the show. Only Zach, somehow, and Pato has done it.
Right.
This is really quite impressive from you. But here you go. Your Champions League question came in from me. I made it up myself.
Wow.
And it's the UEFA Cup became the Europa League in 2009. But who contested the first ever Europa League final in 2010? A. Atletico Madrid and Porto. B. Porto and Braga. C. Atletico Madrid and Fulham. Or D. Shakhtar Donetsk and Werder Bremen.
C. Atletico Madrid and Fulham.
You locking that in?
Yeah.
Will, you were 2 questions away. This to go into the Champions League winning category. You've locked in Atletico Madrid and Fulham, and you knew it instantly. And you're right, Will!
Boom! Danny Murphy on the Football Social. Thank you very much.
Love that. Use the Football Social contacts. Played. Phenomenal
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
I think that what I'm learning here is just go with gut. When I'm in the spaceship, I just prat around too much.
Right. Hamill, can you join Will 1 question away? Your question comes in from Sam Niblock 1. and it's Bayern Munich and Dortmund rank first and second in the all-time Bundesliga table in terms of points won. But which side is third? A. Werder Bremen, B. Hamburg, C. Schalke, or D. Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Quietly confident.
Who can I even discount? I'm going to discount Hamburg because they were relegated. I've spent a couple of seasons in the Bully too. I feel like this might have changed or it might have come down to recent seasons. So we'll put a lot of onus on what's happened lately. Schalke have finished second in recent history, but they've also narrowly avoided relegation, haven't they? Or at least been in with a shout. So I'm going to take out Hamburg. I'm going to take out Schalke. Werder Bremen, are they one of those clubs that have never been demoted or relegated? This is commonly known. Okay, I'm actually going to go Hamburg.
You're locking in Hamburg?
Yeah, because I think Gladbach is the obvious answer because they've been excelling recently. And no, sorry, not Hamburg. Bloody hell, I almost. I'm going to go Werder Bremen.
Thank goodness we didn't lock it in.
Because I discounted Hamburg, discounted Schalke, didn't I? I think Gladbach's too obvious, so I'm going to go with Werder Bremen.
So you're locking in Werder Bremen. Hamel, you were in the Champions League. 2 questions away, like Will was before his previous answer. And you've gone with Werder Bremen. And you were right!
Yes!
Oh, what?
Huge answer!
These boys are on fire today.
Will, I'm coming for you in a big way, mate.
I actually thought it was Hamburg.
We've never had this before. 2 people with the chance to win the show in the same episode. Absolute scenes on the Football Pyramid, episode 11. Will, your question to win the Football Pyramid, and if Hamel wins too, then we'll do a shootout, but you've both won. You're both winners in my eyes if you get this right. Your question is, which German club has won the most UEFA Cup / Europa League titles? We're staying in Germany for this.
Yeah.
A. Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
B. Borussia Dortmund. C. Bayer Leverkusen, or D. Borussia Mönchengladbach?
Again, I've got my answer, but this is the last question, isn't it?
This is the last question.
So let's use that clue.
The clue is, they haven't won the tournament since 1979.
See, that really put a cat amongst the pigeons because I thought that this. I'm gonna go with Bayer Leverkusen.
You locked in? Are you locking that in?
Oh shit! Ooh, easy, Dookie.
Are you locking that in?
Steady now. Yeah, I'll lock it in.
Will, this to complete the show. Which Champions League club has won the most UEFA Cup / Europa League titles? You've gone with Bayer Leverkusen, and you were wrong. I'm afraid.
Off.
It was Borussia Mönchengladbach. Will.
I wouldn't have got that.
Commiserations.
No, that was hard, man. That was really hard.
Really hard. That's why it's a Champions League winning question. But you end up in the Champions League. We'll come for your thoughts in just a second. We need to see whether Hamel can complete the show for his first time.
Imagine if I call someone for glory and they get it wrong. I'll never speak to them again.
Okay, Hamel. Your question comes in from Adita Jar. And it's which Champions League final, so including 92-93, saw 2 teams from the same nation compete for the first time? So A, 1996, B, 1998, C, 2000, or D, 2003?
Bloody hell. Valencia reached it twice, didn't they? And lost 2 of them. Were they both?
I'm afraid I can't give you any help.
Were they both under Rafa Benitez? Okay, I think that I might as well use my call, but I think that is what I would go with. Not having no real solid knowledge of what 96 or 98 holds for me. Right, try PVS. If not, if Patrick doesn't pick up because he, has a general disdain for everyone, try McCubbin.
McCubbin looked through the questions beforehand, I'm afraid, to check the level.
We'll definitely ring him then.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Come on, Pat, here we go. Hi, Pat, it's Doogie off the Football Pyramid.
Doogie from the Football Pyramid, yeah.
Pat, Chris is 1 question away from completing the show, and he's called you, but he can't use his phone, so I'm doing the call. And the question is, which Champions League final, including 92-93, saw two teams from the same nation compete for the first time? 1996, 1998, 2000 or 2003? Exactly.
Real Madrid beat Valencia before that. And my instinct is that might have been 2000. And then did they lose to Bayern the next year?
Christ.
Jesus. 1998. I think that was Real Madrid as well, but I don't think they'd played the Spanish side in the final.
They have to clamp down on this time.
Juventus, I think. But
Pat, we're going to have to speed you along. I do like this working out.
I would say 2000. 2000 is my pick.
Okay. Pat, thank you very much. We'll let you know what happens. Chris, what would you like?
Holy... I mean, he wasn't that confident then, was he? As a man who is only about 50% confident, I think I would probably be wise to trust my quizzing peer. I'm going to go 2000, Digger.
You're locking in 2000. Chris, this to win the show. You were right!
Yes!
Well done!
Come on, Pat, you beast!
Well done to Pat. Thank you very much, Pat. And Chris sends big thanks.
No worries.
Top work. Chris, congratulations. Our third ever champion. How are you feeling?
Oh, well, I think, I'm happy for starters. I've got a lot of love for Will, so I don't want to rub too much salt in the wound. And quite nice that, my old Stat Wars foe, Pat, has got me over the line. So I'm just what a bloody way to start a Tuesday, mate.
Top work, top work. You've been close beforehand. You finally got over the mark, over the line rather. Will, debut on the show, Champions League finish. Delighted, surely.
Silly little quiz. Tin Pot guests. Don't want to come back.
Oh,
It was great, dude. No, thanks for having me. I think we surprised myself from that Spain debacle with the first question to even be in this position. I feel very privileged. So thank you for having me on this wonderful quiz, and it's great to speak to you all. And hopefully see you soon, guys. Keep yourself safe. All right.
Absolutely. Will, if people have enjoyed your presence, which they'd be fools not to, where can they see more of you?
Usually out in Northern Quarter, Friday, Saturday, Sundays,
Nice.
and out for a roast normally at the Wharf on a Sunday, and I'm on Twitter at Will Brazier.
Lovely, lovely. Guys, thank you so much for watching. That is the Football Pyramid for another week. We have our third ever champion, Chris Hamill, joins the elite of Zach Jalab and Patrick van Straten. What a time to be alive. Fantastic work from him and Will Brazier, who finished in the Champions League. Let me know who you guys want to see on next week's show in the comments down below. And remember to DM me your questions on Twitter and Instagram. Chris, this is going out on Saturday. What should the good people go and do now?
Oh, well, it's a great question on Saturday. There's also top 10 on Football Daily. I always have to look at the schedule on the wall despite having, wrote it 100 times. What else is there? We Need to Talk would have gone out yesterday in Football Daily as well. Maybe go and check that out because, weirdly enough, it tends to do better over a week than in 48 hours. I don't know why you guys save it so much. But yeah, that's it. And go and subscribe to the podcast channel. Excellent stuff.
Yes, do all of that. Follow Will on Twitter and we will see you next time. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.
Bye.